Native American Indian Prophecies. Walk on a rainbow trail, walk on a trail of song, and all about you will be beauty. There is a way out of every dark mist, over a rainbow trail. Navajo Song. The Warriors of the Rainbow, by Dr. Lanani Fuller Anderson, who is known as the Cherokee Lady. There was an old lady from the Cree tribe named Eyes of Fire who prophesied that one day, because of the white man's or Yonigi's greed, there would come a time when the fish would die in the streams, the birds would fall from the air, the waters would be blackened, and the trees would no longer be. Mankind as we know it would all but cease to exist. There would come a time when the keepers of the legend, stories, culture rituals, and myths, and all the ancient tribal customs would be needed to restore us to health. They would be mankind's key to survival. They were the warriors of the rainbow. There would come a day of awakening when all the peoples of all the tribes would form a new world of justice, peace, freedom, and recognition of the Great Spirit. The warriors of the rainbow would spread these messages and teach all peoples of the earth, or Elohi. They would teach them how to live the way of the Great Spirit. They would tell them of how the world today has turned away from the Great Spirit, and that is why our earth is sick. The warriors of the rainbow would show the peoples that this ancient being, the Great Spirit, is full of love and understanding, and teach them how to make the earth, or Elohi, beautiful again. These warriors would give the people principles or rules to follow to make their path right with the world. These principles would be those of the ancient tribes. The warriors of the rainbow would teach the people of the ancient practices of unity, love, and understanding. They would teach the harmony among people in all four corners of the earth. Like the ancient tribes, they would teach the peoples how to pray to the Great Spirit with love that flows like the beautiful mountain stream and flows along the path to the ocean of life. Once again, they would be able to feel joy in solitude and in councils. They would be free of petty jealousies and love all mankind as their brothers, regardless of color, race, or religion. They would feel happiness enter their hearts and become as one with the entire human race. Their hearts would be pure and radiate warmth, understanding, and respect for all mankind, nature, and the Great Spirit. They would once again fill their minds, hearts, souls, and deeds with the purest of thoughts. They would seek the beauty of the Master of Life, the Great Spirit. They would find strength and beauty in prayer and the solitudes of life. Their children would once again be able to run free and enjoy the treasures of nature and Mother Earth, free from the fears of toxins and destruction wrought by the Yonigi and his practices of greed. The rivers would again run clear, the forests are abundant and beautiful, the animals and birds would be replenished, the powers of the plants and animals would again be respected, and conservation of all that is beautiful would become a way of life. The poor, sick, and needy would be cared for by their brothers and sisters of the earth. These practices would again become a part of their daily lives. The leaders of the people would be chosen in the old way, not by their political party or who could speak the loudest, boast the most, or by name-calling or mudslinging, but by those whose actions spoke the loudest. Those who demonstrated their love, wisdom, and courage, and those who showed that they could and did work for the good of all, would be chosen as the leaders or chiefs. They would be chosen by their quality and not the amount of money they had obtained. Like the thoughtful and devoted ancient chiefs, they would understand the people with love and see that their young were educated with the love and wisdom of their surroundings. They would show them that miracles can be accomplished to heal this world of its ills and restore it to health and beauty. The task of these warriors of the rainbow are many and great. There will be terrifying mountains of ignorance to conquer, and they shall find prejudice and hatred. They must be dedicated, unwavering in their strength, and strong of heart. They will find willing hearts and minds that will follow them on this road of returning Mother Earth to beauty and plenty once more. The day will come, it is not far away, the day that we shall see how we owe our very existence to the people of all tribes, the warriors of the rainbow, that have maintained their culture and heritage, these that have kept the rituals, stories, legends, and myths alive. It will be with this knowledge, the knowledge that they have preserved, that we shall once again return to harmony with nature, Mother Earth, and mankind. It will be with this knowledge that we shall find our key to our survival. This is the story, and this is my reason for protecting the culture, heritage, and knowledge of my ancestors. I know that the day Eyes of Fire spoke of will come. I want my children and grandchildren to be prepared to accept this task, the task of being one of the warriors of the rainbow. Prophecy, as told by Lee Brown of the Salish tribe at the 1986 Continental Indigenous Council, Alaska. At the beginning of this cycle of time, long ago, the Great Spirit came down, and he made an appearance, and he gathered the peoples of this earth together. They say on an island, which is now beneath the water, and he said to the human beings, I'm going to send you to 4 directions, and over time, I'm going to change you to 4 colors. But I'm going to give you some teachings, and you will call these the original teachings. And when you come back together with each other, you will share these so that you can live and have peace on earth, and a great civilization will come about. Navajo Hopi Prophecy of the Whirling Rainbow. There will come a day when people of all races, colors, and creeds will put aside their differences. They will come together in love, joining hands in unification to heal the earth and all her children. They will move over the earth like a great whirling rainbow, bringing peace, understanding, and healing everywhere they go. Many creatures thought to be extinct or mythical will resurface at this time. The great trees that perished will return almost overnight. All living things will flourish, drawing sustenance from the breasts of our mother, the earth. The great spiritual teachers who walked the earth and taught the basics of the truths of the whirling rainbow prophecy will return and walk amongst us once more, sharing their power and understanding with all. We will learn how to see and hear in a sacred manner. Men and women will be equals in the way Creator intended them to be. All children will be safe anywhere they want to go. Elders will be respected and valued for their contributions to life. Their wisdom will be sought out. The whole human race will be called the people, and there will be no more war, sickness, or hunger forever. Grandfather William Commanda, Circle of All Nations Prophecy of the 7 Fires of the Anishinaabe from ancient Wampum Belt. In the time of the 7th fire, a new people would emerge. They would retrace their steps to find the wisdom that was left by the side of the trail long ago. Their steps would take them to the elders, who they would ask to guide them on their journey. If the new people remain strong in their quest, the sacred drum will again sound its voice. There will be an awakening of the people, and the sacred fire will again be lit. At this time, the light-skinned race will be given a choice between 2 roads. One road is the road of greed and technology without wisdom or respect for life. This road represents a rush to destruction. The other road is spirituality, a slower path that includes respect for all living things. If we choose the spiritual path, we can light yet another fire, an 8th fire, and begin an extended period of peace and healthy growth. Thomas Banyakya, late spokesman for the Hopi traditional elders from Haute-Villa. As Native Americans, we believe the rainbow is a sign from the Spirit in all things. It is a sign of the union of all people, like one big family. The unity of all humanity, many tribes and peoples, is essential. Sun Bear, Ojibwe, teacher and author. Native prophecies say that the mixed blood and white people who grew their hair long and wore beads would come to the native healers and ask for guidance. The prophecies say that they would return as the rainbow people in bodies of different colors, red, white, yellow, and black. The old ones said that they would return and unite to help restore balance to the earth. The story of these rainbow warriors is told by many peoples in many different ways. We feel that we are in that time now when the rainbow warriors are coming about. So it is a time where we have to acknowledge that we are all human beings upon the same plane, and that's what the Rainbow Warriors is all about. Author unknown. After offering mixed resistance to this clawing, the Indians would seemingly lose their spirit and be headed into a small, barren enclaves. This would be the way of their world for many years: poverty, suffering, disrespect. Then, in time, the world would become sick. Because of the unrelenting greed, the earth would be filled with deadly liquids and metals. The air would be red and foul with smoke and ash, and even the rains would plummet in poison drops. Birds would fall dead from the air. Fish would turn belly up in the waters. Forests would begin to wither. A hole would open in the sky. Wars would circle the magical realm. Weather would wobble wildly. There would be mounting chaos in the world. When these things begin to happen, the Indian people would be all but helpless, but then light would come from the east, and the natives would begin to find their strength, their pride, and their wisdom. So would many of their brothers and sisters of the other nations, white, yellow, and black, who would feel strongly the calling of spirit. They would understand the basic fact that it is the earth which gives us the water, food, clothing, shelter, and beauty necessary for the circle of life. These awakened souls would find each other, and together they would teach all the people of the world to have respect for the Earth Mother, of whose very stuff human beings are made. Respect would prevail. Under the symbol of the rainbow, all the races and religions would band together to spread the great wisdom of living in harmony with each other and with all the creations of the world, and thereby restore the sacred hoop. Alright, let's just hold up there for a second. Y'all are familiar with the LGBTQ movement and their usage of this symbol right here. Is this a rainbow flag or is it occultism? We have the chakra system on the left, and they go from the bottom up: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. And the LGBTQ flag on the right is top to bottom: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. They're flipped. Just like how they flip the pentagram, the star. The star is symbolic of man, his 2 legs, his 2 arms, his head. That's what they do. They take the sacred, the divine, and they invert it. They flip it because they have no creativity, and a rainbow does not have 6 colors, it has 7. There's indigo and violet. And this is their real agenda. It's to bring in the pedophilia. Why? Because children are the most innocent of all of God's creation, and that's what they want to pervert the most. And for any of those who say chakras are not biblical, in the book of Revelations by St. John, he refers to the chakras as the 7 candlesticks, the 7 seals that must be opened, the 7 lanterns, the 7 churches. We also have Jacob's ladder and the raising of the serpent in the wilderness with Moses. Whatever the divine is, they like to pervert it, and the rainbow is no different. In Genesis 9, right after the flood, God says, "This is the token of the covenant which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for perpetual generations. I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth, a promise to never flood the earth again." Those who teach this way would be the warriors of the rainbow, but they would do no harm, using peaceful means alone, and by becoming examples of right living. After a great struggle, they would bring an end to the destruction and desecration of the earth. The task of the rainbow warriors would be many and great. There would be mountains of ignorance to conquer, and they would meet prejudice and hatred. They must be dedicated, unwavering in their strength, and strong heart. They would find willing hearts and minds that would follow them on this road of healing. Peace and plenty would then reign through a long and joyous golden age. Hopi Indian Prophecy. When the earth is ravaged, and the animals are dying, a new tribe of people shall come unto the earth from many colors, classes, creeds, and who by their actions and deeds shall make the earth green again. They will be known as the warriors of the rainbow. What's up, y'all? If you like this video, thank you for liking it, sharing it with your friends and family, subscribing to the channel for more videos like this, and then if you feel the calling, thank you for supporting this channel with a financial donation. Yeah, alright, God bless all y'all. Amen. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare